Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome again to room 15 where
Learning
never ends, even at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's good. Good of you all to be here today. All of you. Glad to have all of you here today. What we have here is, we finished up yesterday with problem 3. So we're going to start here on problem 4 today. And I think we had to go ahead and solve for y, as opposed to problems 1 and 2 where we had slope-intercept 4. So go ahead and work out problem 4, and I'm going to choose somebody to kind of spearhead our solution of problem 4. Should I say it that way? Yeah. So let's do that.
Why did you take that? Just took the paper.
Why is she doing it?
So are you working this problem out here? Hope. Let me check to make sure. Good to see you working on this. Anna, Christina, Ray, Daisy. This out. Good job. And if you have trouble solving for y, I encourage you to talk to a neighbor.
So mad. But I was like, that was such a video.
My hands are popped in the root since I played.
Because I don't just go here, go get some coffee. I'll do this on the floor and go.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
But my dad would just come up and go.
Yeah, just grab it.
I'm like, Dad, stop.
My grandpa did that.
My favorite thing to say is, he was going to keep it. And it's a talking parrot. He saw an Austin one time. And he hasn't shut up. And anytime I think he's going to be there for a kids or a egg.
As you finish, and we're about to do number 4 here, I have to tell you about a little bit of my history.
Can't remember
Quite some time ago, it was probably close to 20 years ago, I was kind of between careers, and that's when I decided I was going to try to get into the teaching business. And
what was your other career?
I worked in engineering,
Ooh.
worked in oil and gas industry and engineering. I worked in marketing also. So those are two, anyway. So just like any career, you have to, there are dues you have to pay. And so I had to take, even though I had a college degree, I had to take alternative certification training. So I go through this training, and then you have to find a job, right? Because it's not only getting trained to work, it's actually getting a job to work. At that time, the teaching jobs weren't really that readily available. So I interviewed, but there were interviews that came, so I took an interview to become a math teacher over at Lakeview Centennial High School. You know where that is? Over in Garland by Lake Ray Hubbard. So I go out there, and I had what I thought was a pretty good interview, except on a problem like number 4, I made a mistake. As the assistant principal in charge of hiring me, interviewed me, and it was one of those things that it probably wasn't, I was not offered the position. I don't know if it was because of that, but I'm just telling you that the possibility for mistake on this one is one that I made 20 years ago when being interviewed. I wouldn't make that mistake now because I wasn't as fresh in some of the math little tweaks of algebra at that time. So I forgot. I knew that. So anyway, let's go ahead. We have Christina is the one who's been chosen to do this one. So Christina, do you solve for y here on this one?
Maybe.
How'd you get? So let's still get to take this first. We got negative 3y is equal to and less than 6x.
Maybe.
Okay, then what?
I just divide negative 3y.
So divide by negative 3. Okay? Okay, continue on. So Daisy, not Daisy, Christina, looking over toward Daisy. Okay, so now we have, what's 6 divided by negative 3? So negative 2. So is this it?
Yes.
Okay, now if I'm doing my teacher interview, 20 years ago, I say, yeah, okay, that's right. But that would be a mistake, because what? Yeah, so we have to do this. So let's not make the same mistake I made 20 years ago. Let's go ahead and do this, right? So we go ahead and change this. So we have that now, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and take and this is one that on test, where this is skills being tested, you're going to be tested on your understanding of having to do this. So just be aware of that. So next thing we have, so we have one inequality there. So you have negative x minus 2y minus 2 is not equal to and greater than 0. Okay, what next, Christine? What about this one?
You add 2.
Add 2, okay. Everybody agree with that's a good move right there? Very good, all right, good work. What else?
Yes.
What else?
Divide it by y.
Okay, we're trying to isolate y. What else?
Add x.
Thank you, Christina. Was that Christina?
Oh. And here's,
Thank you, Christina. Christina threw her voice.
oh, yep.
No, that was Daisy.
I don't know.
So we have, so I'm going to rewrite this now. Negative 2y is not equal to and greater than, we have x plus 2. Okay, what next?
You divide negative 2.
Divide by negative 2, okay? Let's divide by negative 2. So now we have y is greater than, that's going to be, is that negative 1/2? X minus 1, is that right?
Yeah, you could add x.
I thought it always had to be a multiple and divide things.
Is that right?
Probably.
You're trying to get me to fail my teaching interview again here. What are you doing?
No, we're not. You gotta flip the sign.
Thank you. Thank you for not giving me, we divided by a negative number.
Thank you for getting me hired.
I said she has a family to provide for, guys.
Yeah, thanks for that, yeah. So we have to do this, right? So now are we good?
Yes.
Now are we good? We've done everything there, right? Okay, so now we have this inequality and this one here, right? So how do we graph this? How do we graph this first one here?
You gotta.
Where's our y-intercept?
0.
Y-intercept is 0. Why is it 0?
Because
There's nothing there, right? 0. So we start right here. Okay, and what is our slope is going to be -2 over 1, right? So how does that go? Down 2 over 1, right? So we go like this. And is it going to be solid line or dashed line?
It's gonna be. This one's gonna be solid.
Solid. Why solid? It is
Because
solid.
it's got a line underneath it, and
Yes.
the snake makes the line solid.
So this thing like this, something like this. Okay, not terribly straight, but anyway, we're just gonna have to live with that. And so, so we have equal to and greater than. So greater than is which way?
Upward and to the right.
Yeah, up and to the right. Very good. Good job.
Anytime.
Okay, now this one here, I'm gonna do color coding this one.
Okay.
So this one here, Christina, we're gonna start where on this one? So -1, and then what's our slope gonna be?
Down 1 over 2.
Down 1 over 2. Okay, she's asking kind of in a questioning voice, and I actually like that. It's a very humble, scholarly thing to do. So now, is this going to be dashed line or solid line?
Dash.
Thank you, Christina.
Anytime.
It's a little bit early in the morning. Christina's voice is a little bit low sometimes. Okay. All right. So which way do we shade this? Which way do we shade the dashed line? We have.
Even 2.0 about the answer.
We have. What is this?
Well, that's stupid. I don't actually know.
Wait.
Y is
Down.
down. Okay. So down from here.
Down.
So what is our area of solution?
Think about it. It's just-
We have above the red line, but below the blue line. So what's our area of solution? It's going to be this area here, right? So I'm going to shade this in yellow. And the last thing they're asking us to do on this is get a couple points in here, right? Choose 2 points because you have the coordinate pairs for 2 points in there.
8,
8, -8. Okay, 8. Everybody agree 8, -8 is a good one? Okay, what else? 8, -6. No. 4, -6. 4, -6. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? About right here. 4, -6. Good. Now they didn't leave us a real big piece of real estate here, did they? But there's enough to actually answer that, right? Okay. So we're going to call that good. Questions on that? I think. I want to thank Christina for doing that.
There's so many Christinas.
Helping me get a job interview, yes.
Helping you get hired so you can come back for a time.
And I want to thank Daisy for helping me get a pass a job interview. Thanks for helping me pass a job interview.
Oh my God.
I couldn't help. I was literally at tears in my eyes.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the number 5.
Why just don't something?
Okay, here we have a pair. Number 5 is in slope-intercept form. 6 is not.
I know.
So we have, so everybody's ready to be called on, right?
Yes, sir.
Who's ready to be called on?
I think you should call Christina.
So, all this.
That would be like a funny prank.
Oh my gosh, you were doing this.
You had the sharpener on one end, the pencil on the other, and you started going.
Why did you put the sharpener?
It would go like that. She said that's not it.
God.
God, detail.
She only asked if that's what she could say.
No, I actually didn't.
I know. I know that from you. Oh my gosh, what? What did I do? What? I'm so ready to cry. And I'm like, God.
Yeah, this one we have Noah. How are you doing on your work?
I feel like it's completely wrong.
Oh, let me show you what I said.
Let's go look at this here. So I have Noah's paper up here, right? He has. So I'm looking at one of his. Okay, I just have his paper right here. So he has this one here. I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, 'cause that's the one he drew correctly. And so for this one here, where's your starting value? -5. So we're starting right here. And what's our slope gonna be?
2.
2, right? So M equals 2 over 1. So we're gonna go up 2 over 1, kind of like this. I'm just using the grids. So up 2 over 1, kind of like this. So the thing's gonna look like, be solid line or dashed line? Solid line. We come here, make things solid. And is this going to be a greater than or less than? Greater than or less than?
Greater.
Greater than. So which direction?
Yeah, upwards. And to the back.
Okay. Everybody have that? That's not too bad. Okay. Now here's this next one here is where no, I want you to. What happens is I'm looking at Noah's sheet, I'm seeing something like this. Is that right?
Probably not,
Why is it not right?
because I'm not entirely sure how to do this.
Okay, but you did this one, this red one, I'm just looking at it, you did that one. That looks 100% right. So you knew how to do this one here, but this one here is not right. What's wrong with this one? Or no, this one is right, this one is wrong. Why is this downward thing wrong?
Because it's not negative.
It's going the wrong way.
Not negative. So let's go ahead and fix that one. So we fix that one, we start here, so Noah has had this part right, but then what's the slope of this going to be? 2 over 1.
It's okay.
So which way is this?
Actually.
Up 2 over 1, right?
You put a support, my pencil broke.
So it'd be like this. Will this be solid line or dashed line? Solid line, okay? So now we have this. So now we fix that. Okay, which way, above or below that? we got above the red one and below the blue one, so what does that mean?
That gap is shaded.
So the gap is shaded, all right? Let's go ahead and shade the gap. So here's an instance where we don't separate the grid into 4 sections, right? With the intersection. So what are 2 of the solutions of this solution set here?
It's like that.
0, 0.
0, 0. By the way, 0, 0 is one that I like to use if it happens to be part of the solution set. It's just easy. What else? 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. That's going to be right here. Looks good. Okay. Okay, questions on that one? That's not too bad, is it? Okay, I want you to go ahead and work out number 6. And I'll call on somebody else for number 6 in a couple minutes.
Can I be moved your basic?
What happened?
I said the 6 was my favorite number.
What? That's twice. Okay, that was my favorite number.
6 is my third favorite.
You know, it's 30. What?
Just simple math.
And if you keep the 6 this way and then put the lower 6 this way.
I don't know.
I think I was so exhausted over the few days, I couldn't even see my phone after school. Like I could read the words. What did I do with that? Oh, this was Steve. No. And you're gonna have to pay her back. You know she's gonna be so mad at you.
I had $20 for her. It's not like she needs anyway. She said she does lots of things that she.
But this is.
But this is like, the highlight.
Absolutely.
She
doesn't care
didn't
about
give
her
anyone
food.
else. She was just holding them back with her.
Because you need self-control, and when she wasn't here, you ram it. And left $2.
You just eat all those snacks, just eat $3.
That will cover.
That's. Don't want to tea.
Oh, candy canes are so fun. Yes.
What?
Candy canes.
Like normal.
Oh, they said, oh my gosh, these kids are so hard.
That's right.
Bro, we're the same.
Especially because there's no children. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, they put something in there.
Okay, number 6, we have Garrett for number 6. So how did you do at number 6, Garrett?
Well, I did like the first top one.
First one, okay, let's take what you have first. We'll work through the rest of it. Okay, good job. Go ahead and tell me, so let's go look at the first one here. By the way, before Garrett gives his work on this, so we're going to work on this first one. How did everybody else do on this one? Okay? You okay on this one? Okay, Garrett, go ahead. Show us what you did on this one.
All right, so you're gonna minus 3x first.
So minus 3x. Okay. So now we're left with negative 2y is equal to and less than negative 3x plus 12. Okay, what next?
And then you're gonna divide by negative 2.
Divide by negative 2.
Is like.
Okay. Then what? So y is? What, less than?
Yeah.
Less than.
I might have failed the interview.
Oh, he says he failed, he says this failed the interview, right? Did that fail the interview there?
No.
Yeah, it did,
Yeah.
but before it was the final answer, he fixed it, right? He fixed it, so he got right here. Okay, now we good, Garrett?
Yeah, so then you got -3 over -2x.
So that's gonna, the negatives cancel, right?
Yeah.
So 3 over 2x, and then this one here,
And then you got -6.
minus 6. Okay, is everybody good on that one right there? Everybody's good? Okay, Garrett, let's go ahead and graph this one, how's that? Then we'll handle the second one. So where do we go first?
-6.
-6, and then slope is gonna be up,
Up 3.
up 3 over 2. So I'm just gonna use grids, up 3 and grids there, right? Up 3 over 2, so something like this.
Yeah, something.
Solid line or dashed line?
It's gonna be a solid
What
one.
is this?
Solid line, okay?
This is literally the big guy ever.
Shaded above or below?
Above.
Above, so like this? Okay, so you got that far is what you're saying.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, let's go ahead and do this second one. So we have, it's a very kind of similar looking thing, isn't it? So we have, I'm going to do this in red here, 3x minus 2y is not equal to and greater than -6. So then what? It's the same thing, isn't it? Subtract 3x. So we have -2y is not equal to and greater than -3x minus 6. Okay, then what? Divide by?
Divided by -2.
Okay, we divide by -2, we get y is
Less than.
Okay, 3/2 x minus, or it's going to be plus, right?
Yeah.
Plus 3. Okay, so where are we going to start this one?
+3.
3, okay, and then we have up 3 over 2. 1, 2, 3 over 2, so something like that. And then dashed line or solid line?
Dash.
So dashed line, so it's going to be like this.
Yeah.
Okay, shaded above or below?
Yeah, I know.
Below.
Below. Okay, so what's our shaded area here? All in the center section here, right? So ends up being quite similar to Noah's problem, right? Okay, so what are a couple points in this area of solution set?
0, 0.
So 0, 0,
And
and
let's go 2, 2.
2, 2 it says. Okay, is everybody good with that? Okay. Okay, why don't you go ahead and look at number 7. We'll call somebody number 7.
But why do you want to know? Oh my God.
Good question.
Just that I was supposed to be my way.
Oh, yeah. Brandon, or was it Brandon?
Probably.
The street up lines.
Yes.
It was like
Judge Booger?
No, whatever, the little one.
I quit. I have to do that because I want to. I'm pretty mad. Oh my God, I'm here.
This little factory.
Maybe she thought I was just being sexy.
Can we 7?
You really think I'm taking? If I was popular, I would really just walk around. Like I'm too right. And I can't even help it. Because I'm like,
Okay, number 7, we have Colby. Number 7.
I think they're lying.
Or the retaining.
Colby, number 7.
Wow, that's great. That's what I'm saying, if it was against you,
Do you want me just to wait a little bit?
yeah, just one second.
All right, very good, we'll do that. So he says he did the first one, he's working on the second one. Second one requires a little work, doesn't it?
Not too much.
Not too much, exactly. That's exactly how I would say it. But what's one thing you think I like about number 7?
It's number 7.
It's not making us divide by a negative number here, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this one is gonna make me fail my job interview.
No.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, go ahead, go
Alright,
ahead.
well, the first one, we just have to put it on the graph.
Okay,
Show.
so where do you start on this one here?
+2.
Plus 2, and then
And down 2
down 2,
over 1.
or 1, so something like this.
Yeah,
Okay, solid line or dashed line?
solid.
Solid, okay. Okay, above or below?
No, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know if it
Okay, is this gonna be greater than or less than?
Y is greater than.
Greater than.
So greater is above.
Greater is above,
Alright.
exactly. And as Braden would say, he'd say above and to the right.
Right.
Brandon would say that.
I said that before, the.
Yeah, he did, very good. Okay, so what's this next one here, Colby?
Alright, do you want me to go through the steps or just give you an answer?
Yeah, so what did you do with this 2x?
I subtracted it.
Subtract. So one thing you can do, kind of a shorthand trick, is you can, if you change to the other side, all you have to do is come over here and make that negative, right? And then it makes this thing disappear. And so now we're good, right?
Yeah.
So where do we start on this one?
Well, now that you got Y by yourself, pretty good. You can just switch the sign.
No.
Don't want property, go say.
Don't switch the sign.
Yeah, so Garrett says we don't have to switch a sign. Why, Garrett, do we not have to switch a sign?
Because you're not dividing by a negative.
You didn't divide by a negative number, so we didn't have to switch the sign this time. So that's just made it a little easier. So where do we start on this one?
-2
No,
or 10.
start at 10, and then go which way?
And then you go down to
Go to, or so something like this. Okay, dashed line or solid line?
dash.
Dashed line, so it's gonna be like this. And are we less than, so below?
Below.
So below here, okay? So what is our solution set? All this area here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what are 2 coordinate pairs that'll work here for us?
2, 1,
2, 2, 1, okay, 2, 1 looks good, good job, what else?
and 2, 0.
And 2, 0?
Oh, shit.
Okay, looks good. Quite, everybody get something different on that one? Okay, go ahead and do number 8, and we will do number 8 here in a minute.
I can throw one.
Stupid.
What did you write? Did you write the coordinate?
Did you write down all the triggers?
Like a whole binder page dedicated to Minecraft shipments. And we don't know this little connectable Minecraft pictures on the screen. So I just wrote them down and this become like a thing. And times an article with it.
And probably owing to time restrictions, I think 8's probably the last one we'll do today. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish this tomorrow. How many, do we have 12 total on this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll finish tomorrow and start the next one. That's what we'll do tomorrow for Good Friday.
I just can't say it.
Like, you know, like,
Do you feel as we're going through this thing that you're catching on better?
Yes.
she's like,
Some of you are doing this, okay?
Dad, it's
Number 8, we have
picture.
Jordan.
Send it to a person, and then like, it's just your face on there. So Carly's like, so what?
Okay, Jordan, what do we have on this one? She's still working, okay.
You win.
She says she's still working on it.
You changed the secret.
You can see it first.
Now, buddy.
You can see it.
And,
Separated by faces.
I did that. Because I was down there, I said, the separated and the divided.
My mom does that laugh. I'll go. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like,
That wasn't me.
This is very, didn't look very dumb. I would never write that. That was her.
that wasn't it was like, because the
She's cracking herself up.
Sorry, Mr. G.
Go ahead. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go change your name on that wheel.
No.
No, I'm gonna change it to Einstein. Right?
It wasn't the dog giver. It was good, but
It was a,
Okay, Jordan, how did you?
I came up with that one on my own.
How are you on this one, Jordan? Finished it?
I owe you.
What have you done?
She went, I didn't write that.
So she's working on this one right here. Number 8. So basically,
Like, oh yeah, my bad.
Oh, I wrote it.
I'm sorry.
okay, first one. Okay, yeah, it looked like you subtract. Okay, what I see on this first one here, and this, so this is what I see for this first one here. So first thing she does, subtract 9x, right? So she has 3y is equal to and less than negative 9x plus 10. Okay?
Didn't say anything.
Right here.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
So that's as far as we got so far. Then what? Then what on this one?
That's a nice joke.
Divide by 3. So we get y is equal to and less than negative 3x plus 10 over 3. So where's our y-intercept? 10 over 3. So we go here, about here, then down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1. Solid line or dashed line? Solid line, right? Shade above or below? Below. Okay? So I got the thing off just a little bit. It's going to be about there.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So we'll finish this up tomorrow. We ran out, thought we had enough time, didn't quite.